Reading with Val.
Hi guys, my name is Valerie. Have you ever had an unexpected relative or visitor come to your home that you don't know a lot about and it just happens and you don't get a say in whether they should come or not? Well, that happened to Lucy Wu. Her Yi-paw, which means her grandma's sister, comes to her house and, well, let's just say Lucy doesn't know her at all and she has to share a room with her. And the book I'm going to be reviewing to you today will be The Great Wall of Lucy Wu. It is by Wendy, Wan-Long, Shang, and it is a realistic fiction book. And I would rate this book a 10 out of 10. In this book, Lucy, the main character, has an unexpected visitor in her house. That visitor is her Yi-paw, and her Yi-paw is Chinese for grandma's sister, basically. And I haven't met my Yi-paw because she lives in Indonesia, but I have met my Yi-paw Thai, and that means my grandma's mom's sister, which means my grandma's aunt, basically. So that's really cool, and I am Chinese, and so some of the words in this book are Chinese, and I think it's really cool how sometimes, like, if I know that word, I'm like, oh, it's that word. Like, for example, like, one of my favorite, like, dishes were mentioned in the book, and it was super cool to see them kind of relate to me. Back to the book. Lucy Wu has an unexpected visitor, and she has to share a room with her. She has to share a room with a person she doesn't know. And before that, she had to share a room with her older sister, Regina. And Regina is off to college. She is, like, super pretty. She is super smart. And Lucy is so annoyed by her all the time. So Regina's gone. When Yi-paw comes, well, Lucy basically hates her. Like, she hasn't met her, and yet she knows that she's not going to like her. At the same time she comes, her school announced that there is a basketball competition, and it will be whoever wants to play basketball, then they will be able to try out sort of a basketball team and be the coach of some students in the school that want to play, and they're going to verse the teachers. And so she has that on her mind. Her friends are like, yep, you have to go in. It has to do with free throws, and she's really into free throws too. I really like basketball, and I love shooting free throws too. They're amazing, and I think that it's really cool that I have two like really big points that have to do with Lucy. First of all, she's Chinese, I'm Chinese. That's, like, the biggest one. And then she loves basketball. I love basketball. Another big one. And so we have a lot in common. And so she learns how to balance the life of her friends and her family. And throughout the book, Lucy learns how to adjust to Yi-paw and even understand and relate and love her. So I think that's super cool how they started off to a really bad start. Then they got better and better and better. And yeah, so even though they don't even know each other or anything, they're still relatives and they are family. So I think that's really cool how they don't even know each other. Like, I haven't met, like, a lot of my relatives, like, because my family is huge. Like, my mom's dad, which is my grandpa. My grandpa has 11 siblings, and they all have kids, which have kids, most of them. And there's just so many people to catch up with. And then on my other side, my other grandpa has 5 siblings, which is already, like, a lot. But, like, I have a really big family, and so I like it. My favorite character in this book is Lucy because she is so energetic, and she always has a positive mindset and attitude. And I would recommend this book to kids between the ages 8 through 12. This is such an amazing book for kids that love basketball and want to know sort of more about the Chinese culture. I have read 2 books by her. This is Just a Test and Not Your All-American Girl. And also I have, well, of course, read The Great Wall of Lucy Wu, and they're all amazing, and I recommend you guys go check it out. And remember to read on, have fun, and dream big. See you guys later. Bye!